Welcome to Something to Talk About, a lively hour of open discussion covering, well, anything and everything. Hosted by Stuart Sachs, husband, father, and military veteran, and Vaughn Loick, wife, mother, and best-selling author. Now, Something to Talk About. Stuart and Vaughn.
Well, welcome into the studio of KVGI Radio here in Frisco, Texas, live without limit. And Vaughn is again teaching our little kiddos, doing her duty for the school district.
I think she's having a great time.
I think she is. She really enjoys it. She did it
she would be good
years ago and all, and I think she relishes in it. Mm-hmm. And she feels badly that they need her so much. And she sends me a note each week and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, but they just called and they need me next Friday and all. And are you okay?" And the first person I say to is Lauren. Are you okay? And she says, "Yeah, I'm okay."
Or I say.
And Vaughn did say that she's trying to play the game a little bit ahead, and she is going to be back on the air with us in the studio for most of the month of February.
Right.
I think there was one date that she was not available, but she'll be back in February. And Vaughn, thank you for everything you do for our kiddos in the school system. We appreciate it.
We miss you.
Yes, we do. But as always, just send in the second quarterback. And Lauren is in the studio with us.
I'm not sure I can do the show justice like she does, but I try and I'm here.
The one thing I will give her credit for, you do a bit of research, but Vaughn,
oh my,
she really she comes in with her notebook and she's got a few pages of notes that she researches, and I mean I could just sit back on cruise control and let her go.
I wonder if she keeps the notes.
Oh, absolutely.
From every show?
She does, and I think that she should eventually maybe put it in a book because she is an author, and she might put it into a book form. Things I've talked about. And she's got the notes to back up what we've talked about, and we've been doing it. I guess we're going to be facing our third year now that we've been together doing something to talk about.
Wow, it's your anniversary.
Yeah, it's almost four years or so that. The other show, Someone You Should Know.
When is it 3 years for you and Vaughn?
In November.
Oh, we have a little while. Okay.
Yeah, 3 years, maybe 4.
We'll have to contemplate getting you guys a gift.
Okay, that works. I'll.
You don't know what it could be.
I'll second the emotion.
Could be a box of Girl Scout cookies.
That would work too, because we always like to have something to munch on during the shows.
Nice logo.
Yeah, we got the new logo. For those of you that are watching us right currently on YouTube or on Facebook, we now have a new logo for the show, which I'm thrilled with because I like a lot of the color in it, and also the sticky notes.
I'm trying to read the sticky notes.
Well, you can do that after the show.
Something
but,
about
the old logo was basically black, white, and red.
Right.
And
it's very colorful.
Yep, and it's just right there to the point, something to talk about. So
what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about that this time. We did not coordinate our outfits, our tops.
No, we didn't. But we are also not wearing solids. We're wearing.
No, that's the problem.
Yeah, see side by side. If you're looking at a 2-shot right now,
Megan, don't do that.
on Facebook or on YouTube, you got a lot of color up there.
Usually even when we're not together on a show, when we're just going out, we'll walk out of the closet and we look at each other and we have the same color on. It's weird.
We have a tendency to do that.
This time it just didn't work.
Right down to your glasses. Your multicolored glasses match your sweater.
Well, yeah, but I don't match you. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, but that's,
Look at that.
Is that so bad? I think
floral and plaid.
I think we look good. Hi, wave to the audience.
Hello out there.
Well, for those of you who are tuned in via either the internet or the mobile app or Facebook and now YouTube, we have a connection. You can follow us a lot of different ways. And if you want,
no excuses.
Just chime in if you want, text in and say, hey, we're watching, and you guys look very colorful today. What's coming up? Super Bowl weekend. Are you ready for some football?
Just the halftime show.
You're just waiting for the halftime show?
Football was never really my thing. Although the last couple years, I am getting into it more. I'm understanding it. It's taken me a long time to understand football.
Well,
I don't know why.
We've been watching it a bit on TV.
But ever since, I just lost my train of thought.
Oh, football, dear. We're talking about football. This is
Football.
Super Bowl
Football.
weekend.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
But
it's one of
football
senior
used to
moments.
be just a sporting event. I mean,
Yes.
especially like the Super Bowl. Everybody would gather just for the game.
Right.
Now you gather for food.
Yeah.
You gather for commercials.
Yeah.
You gather for the halftime show.
Yep.
And just like making reservations to go out for New Year's Eve, there's restaurants, sports bars, and everything that
it's
put
a big
together
thing.
packages.
Yeah, it's a big
It is a big deal.
It is a big deal. But I know what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
And that is, everybody criticizes me, especially here in Texas, because football's the thing in Texas. I'm a baseball person.
Yeah.
And they all criticize me. Baseball, it is so slow. Well, let me tell you.
You find football slow?
Yeah. When you're down to like 5 minutes, and then they take the timeouts.
Oh, the timeouts, yeah.
And then they take a commercial, and then they take another
Well,
timeout.
basketball's even
Oh my
worse on that.
God.
You get under a minute in basketball, and every play there's a
But
timeout.
basketball is fast. I do love basketball.
Yeah.
It's fast. They're going back and forth on the court.
Well, one thing I like about
Gosh.
basketball is whatever arena it's in, everybody's pretty close to the court.
Yes.
You're pretty close
Yeah,
to
you-
the action. You can
and
see
you have
it.
a good visual field.
When I watch some of the coverage of football games and baseball games, and the camera is up in the third balcony, and you're looking at a football game from a corner seat,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
80
tough.
rows up,
But they'll do it.
Oh,
especially
sure.
for the
especially up in Green Bay or up north, Minnesota, when they have their games outdoors.
they love it.
And they sit there in their parkas and their
No,
little
I don't get it.
flasks
I was
of peppermint
Miami was
schnapps.
good. Miami was good.
Yeah, but
It's
that-
not the same.
It's
I
not
know.
if you're raised in the Midwest or the North and you support football, you go to a game in the South where they're wearing shorts and T-shirts and sunglasses.
I know you didn't like
that
it.
It's not football.
But then you don't have to worry about being cold.
It's not football. It's just like going to watch a baseball game in April in Toronto, where everybody's wearing parkas. Parkas don't fit in baseball; they fit in football.
Whatever.
But anyway,
That's it.
we got the big game coming up.
Big game. And
We even have a neighbor 2 doors down who is an absolute Kansas City
yes,
Chiefs
I just
fanatic.
remembered that. Yeah.
And I am surprised that he has not painted his house.
Yeah, it's quiet there.
just
I haven't
red
seen
red
anything.
and gold down there because he's
Well, he can't. We're not allowed. They're not allowed.
he's got flags out in the front yard. He's got flags in the backyard. He's got the bumper stickers. He's got the license plate.
So
frames.
this game is between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers.
Very good.
Okay. Who are you rooting for?
Well, I'm kind of an analyst. During the season, I follow a few teams.
Yeah.
During the season, I would like to see Kansas City win this game. Why? For the simple reason that they have never won a Super Bowl. And I always like to go for the team that has never been there. San Francisco has won several championships. And yeah, they've got probably the best record in football right now, and so a lot of the sportscasters and everything are tilting their opinion more towards San Francisco because they've got the more solid defense. Maybe they've got the.
But from what I read, they feel that the game's only going to be won by a couple points.
Absolutely.
Then it's not
It's
gonna be-
interesting that when we started looking at some of the stats
Yeah.
and